Hey, this is Mass X with a brand new 7 Deadly Sins idle game. Yes, it finally hit global a little over a week ago or so. I played the limited release and I did it for about a month and it was fine for an idle game. And I just kind of moved on my way because I knew I would just wait for global. Global is out and I've been playing this thing pretty hard. And quite honestly, for an idle game, it's actually pretty good. Netmarble has a decent track record when it does come to their idle games. But really, I can see somebody that's interested in this is really going to want to be playing it because A, they're a huge fan of the IP, and B, they're just looking for something casual and fun. And this game can be that for you. So if you're not very familiar with it, it's pretty straightforward. You're going to get a lot of stuff as a beginner. You're going to just be grinding and grinding. Right now, they have a hell mode that's not available. They have a nightmare mode, which I'm almost done with, and a normal mode, which is done at 2400, but they have released their developer notes. So there is more story coming. So that's a good news for current players. When you're looking at your characters, there's been a few banners so far. They did a banner for Meliodas ban as well as Gallon of Truth. Honestly, if I was going to recommend anybody out of the three, it would definitely be Ban. Why? Because he's just a crazy DPS, really good character. I really don't see going hard for Meliodas at all. I actually prefer Gallon of Truth, quite honestly, in playing so far. But honestly, some of the best characters aren't even available in the raid up banner, so you're hoping you're going to have that good luck. There is just a host of characters as well as interactivity that these characters have that really make them good, and some that are definitely much, at least for me, much more difficult to drop. But in the end, it is an idle game, so a lot of it is going to be RNG and drawing, except for on those rate up banners. But again, it's fun and it's simple because it's an idle game. But what does it really offer you in terms of what you can do? Well, in the main play area outside of the story, you've got your Golden Hero Experience Dungeon, you've got your Advent battles, you've got Lab Sample Dungeons, Tower of Trials, which is your tried and true, tower mode. You have it where it was broken down in two different ways. You've got normal, which is basically you just go through there with your teams as are. Then your hard, where it's going to be very much more difficult, color specific. They're going to be expanding this area too, which is good to hear. Hopefully, in particular, the normal area. In addition to that, you've got all sorts of dungeons. Your gold experience one is going to be very important to you. The lab sample dungeon is going to be for a particular area. I will show you where you can build up crit damage, crit defense, etc. So it also is very good. You have your PvP area where it's basically the same gameplay, except for you're playing directly against opponents like you would expect. Then you've got a nice little base defense area, which I need to do mine today and build back up, but gives you some great stuff for a constellation area, which I will go ahead and show you. But basically, when you're in the hero area, you've got your hero area set team artifacts, which you're going to be earning those either by rewards or purchases through the different shops, and you don't actually have to spend real money for these. And your codexes, which as you acquire the characters and build them up, it's also going to give you added bonuses to particular characters. Now, in your tavern area, this is going to give you mass stats to your entire team. Real self-explanatory as you build it up. It's going to keep leveling up, and you're just going to get more stats and better drops. You've got your sacred treasure area, which is another means for stats. As you can see, I haven't done my dailies yet today. As you can see, I've explored down there, and you're just going to keep building this up also to increase your team stats. You've got the research lab, which I just spoke about before, where once you get what the requirement to do this, you go in there and you're just going to hit research, and you're going to hope. Right now, my percentage of success is 54. There we go. It went up some more, and I think it maxes out right now at 60. Then it will level back up again for me. Then the consolation area, which has to do with the other area I just showed you. When you get those rewards, you're going to collect those, and then you're going to just auto level up. And once you finish consolation, then you move on to the next one. All these providing more stats to your team to help build it up. Then of course you have your summon area. You're going to have your normal hero summon. That's just going to be out there. It's going to be really straightforward to pull on this. I do not recommend using diamonds on it. Why? Because you are going to earn a lot of the tickets. Really, if you're going to ever spend any of your diamonds on summons, you're going to want to do it on the rate ups. And as I said, there's 3 of them currently open right now. And then it appears what's happening with it is they will rotate one in and then rotate one out. Now they started off with 2, so actually I take that back. 2 are going to be dropping off in a little over a day. And then the newest one that just came out a week ago has another week to go. I don't know if they'll drop 1 or 2 next time, what their standard is going to be on these. My guess is it's going to be 2 to 3 banners. That's just the norm these days, especially in an idle game. But there is so much that it offers to you. One of the side notes to this is there is ads to this game. If you don't want to watch those ads for $6.99 a month, you can get rid of them like a lot of idle games do. You know, up to you, but you definitely are going to be wanting to watch these ads because they give you a lot. So if you spend that $6.99, it is actually probably worth it for your time in that. They have other things that are kind of nice. This I would recommend if you're a spender. It's just 99 cents a day. It's worth it. You might get lucky on the one you pick, as well as you get rewards that follow through with it. Those are really the 2 things out of anything I would recommend out of this, the ad removal and the 99 cents a day if you're going to spend, because it is an idle game. You don't really need to, or you can just spend very little. But there's just a lot going on right now in this game. You are going to get a lot of pop-ups. You know, they're going to try to sell you stuff. It's that idle mentality. None of it's really all that necessary. If you want to just go and have fun, none of it's really a big deal. Like I said, the only 2 that I think really hold real value are the purchase of the ads as well as that 99 cents a day. I just think you really can't beat that one. I'll say that though, you know, it's idle, so it's always playing. You're gonna want to build up your friend list. You can get into a clan. Why? Well, if you're in your friend list, you're gonna get the energy that's needed. What you're gonna see right here is your little drawing mechanism, and it's very interesting. It's gonna help you build very fast. Now, there's 2 ways to look at this. How much time, or if you need to burn through it fast. If you have time, or you have like a computer that you can play it on and let it sit, or an extra tablet, I recommend doing the ×1. It really does give you more bang for your buck for rewards doing it, but it just takes forever. I couldn't imagine doing like 3,000 at one time at 1 each. It would probably take forever. What I try to do is I try to do my daily one, my build up, do it right out of the gate. I haven't done my dailies yet. So this is what I would do. I would let it just run. And then once it's done going through, then I'd let it build up again, try to do it one more time on 1 times. And then if I've won enough that I've got a lot of draws again built up, sometimes I'll do it at 5x or higher, but I'll only do that if I break 1,000. If I'm under 1,000, I always do ×1. It seems to produce the best results. It's annoying because it takes long, but again, if you have a separate device, or like I normally do it, is I put it on BlueStacks on my laptop and just let it run. But basically, as you go through, I probably won't beat this because I haven't done my dailies to do any build-ups, and I lost yesterday. This will run on auto if you want it. You will continue to go forward as long as you keep winning. If you lose, then it will just idle for you. And basically, the gameplay is like any idle game, like you'd expect. You know, you're going to want to adjust your teams. You can set when your ultimates go off in the game, the order of them, which is nice. But again, you know, it's that simple. If you're not sure why you're losing, you can look at the particular character. Hey, I'm actually going to get the win on this. So you can see what that character abilities are, so you can help counter that, maybe changing a character or two out. But as you can see, the auto's still running, and it will continue to run until I lose. The beauty of idle games, right? It does all the work for you. You're there as is, and I'll get that back running. But yeah, if you are a 7DS fan and you like idle games, you might really enjoy this game. Tactically, there are some issues to talk about. I'm going to put some codes up on the screen. I'll put them in the description too. But if I decide to continue playing hard on this game, I'll probably just start adding some more videos, specifically about characters in particular, and teams that you can build out for this game that seem to be more effective than others so far that I'm finding. But outside of that, yeah, I recommend it if you like idle games and you're a fan of the IP. It's good stuff all the way around. So with that, as always, please like and subscribe. It helps a lot. Have a great day.